Well, prosecutors say they have an avalanche of evidence against the man suspected of the Gilgo Beach killings.
Yeah, that man, Rex Heuermann, a Long Island architect, has been charged with murder in the deaths of 3 of the 11 victims and a long unsolved string of killings. Prosecutors say, Heuermann had burner phones and a long internet history containing at least 200 searches about the investigation into the Gilgo murders.
And joining us now, Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney with details about this special task force and investigation that led to the arrest of Heuermann. I mean, this has been over a decade in the making. One of the top investigators saying this guy was a demon. And it just sticks with you, but also, you know, very congrats on your team and hats off to you guys because this is a long time coming.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me. Yeah, I got into office January of 2022. We formed the task force. We had our first meeting in February 1st of 2022, and then by March 14th of 2022, after reviewing all the evidence in the case, we had sort of honed in on this defendant.
When you're talking about an avalanche of evidence, what does that look like? And I know there's also maybe a fourth person that he's been linked to. Why are we not there yet with a fourth person?
Well, you know, we utilize the grand jury because the grand jury gives you 2 advantages. You have the ability to subpoena records, call witnesses, but also you have secrecy. So we were, utilizing the grand jury. We were working through the case, and then towards last Thursday, we had given the potential danger and also potential disclosure of our investigation.
When you say potential danger, what does that mean?
Well, the defendant lived a very atypical life. He bifurcated his life, and he was still continuing to use burner phones, still continuing to communicate with sex workers.
Wow.
So that was obviously very concerning. Obviously, we had him under surveillance, but still. So, early evening Thursday, the decision was made. We need to put him in custody.
To move in. What was the smoking gun in this case?
I think the smoking gun was first of all forming the task force and bringing in really great analysts and investigators from a number of agencies and putting them directly in contact with our prosecutors.
But what was that piece that said this is our guy?
Well, first of all, looking at everything, and then on March 14th, that's when the name Rex Heuermann first came as a suspect, and that was as a result of one of the state police investigators realized that he owned this Chevy Avalanche, which was the vehicle driven by a man that last saw the last victim, Amber Costello, alive, and that individual was described very distinctly, very large man. Very heavily built, glasses, white, thick dark hair. And when we saw that Heuermann matched that description, but not only that, earlier in the investigation in 2012, the FBI had established these areas of interest in Massapequa Park, as well as Midtown Manhattan, as far as cell phone usage in areas where these cell phones were being used. And Heuermann, he lived in Massapequa Park and he worked in Midtown Manhattan within that same area. So these were very compelling factors. And then, of course, now you go back to the crime scene and you've got these 5 question hairs, which were unsuitable for regular DNA, but we did mitochondrial DNA.
That brings me to my next question. Talk about the advancement of technology. I mean, we're talking a decade ago these murders took place.
Sure. So the 4 women were murdered between 2007 and 2009. September of 2009 was the last murder. They weren't discovered till September of 2010. They weren't discovered until late 2010, and in that harsh environment, there wasn't a lot of evidence except for these hairs, which originally were not suitable for nuclear DNA testing, but regarding advancements, we were able to do mitochondrial DNA. We did DNA profiles. We got an abandonment sample from the defendant and some of his family members, and the profile from those samples matched some of the hairs found on the bodies, specifically hairs from Heuermann and 2 hairs from his wife.
Talk about the victims, because this has affected many families, especially in our area, outside of our area. When you had the chance to call them and tell them this news. What was that like?
Well, we actually, we did it in person.
Okay.
Because it's just a powerful thing, and that's a moment I don't think any of us will ever forget, because they had waited for so long, and periodically you do meet up with them, and of course we didn't tell them why we were coming to see them, and so when we saw them and they knew, just to see the emotion and the relief wash over them, it was very gratifying, because that's really why we do what we do.
What's next? I mean, we still have 6 bodies.
Yeah, so we have
7 technically, because he's only been charged with 3.
Yeah, he's been charged with 3, and those 3 are part of the Gilgo 4. What has been called the Gilgo 4. The 4th victim, Maureen Brainerd Barnes, the grand jury investigation is continuing, and once we acquire more evidence and are able to present that to the grand jury, we feel good about that 4th case as well.
Ray, but could there be more? Because you're saying, and what's shocking to me is that this guy was still using his burner phones, within just a week ago of trying to contact sex workers. So could there be more? So,
as I said, we started February 1st, March 14th, we centered on this individual. We have these 4 cases in our sights. We're going to complete that, and then we're going to keep on going. And it doesn't matter what I think, it matters what I can prove, and we're going to continue to work through this case, and we have a great team, and we feel good about things.
What's your message? Because you're in the New York area, these cases, right? These bodies were found in the New York area. What do you say to anyone out there watching that may have information that just has been too afraid to come forward?
Sure. Well, that's one of the good things, I think, because obviously there's a lot of notoriety. There's been a lot of information on the case, and hotlines have been set up. So if you do have information, please reach out to those hotlines. And because one good thing about an arrest, it affords law enforcement an opportunity to gather even more information, which we've been doing through search warrants or through tips or what have you.
All right, we'll keep it a good fight. Your task force done an amazing job, led by you as well. We look forward to chatting with you. We'll see if anything else uncovers, in these coming months.
Okay, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.